Hey, so I want to talk about the president. I know. We're like people that are in a bad relationship. We're like, can we talk about... And everyone's like, yeah, talk about it. Yeah, I gotta say, I don't know if the guy broke America, Trump, but I will say that I'm pretty sure he's broken my nervous system. Because I am now incapable of outrage. I used to be outraged all the time by him, but now I nothing. I just can't. No, it's like I'm like a sex addict that can't get an erection anymore. It's flop city. First, you try for one woman, and then you're like, all right, I need two women, and then you get two women, and then you're like, this isn't cutting it anymore, and then you're like, all right, I need two women, and then I'm gonna need a guy dressed in a French sailor's costume watching us through a telescope, and then that stops working after a while, and you're like, all right, I need two women, a guy in a French sailor's outfit with a telescope, and then I'm gonna need a dwarf sitting on his shoulder like a parakeet. And then the dwarf, of course, he's gonna have his own smaller telescope because dwarf rules apply. And then eventually you just go, look, two women, French sailor guy, dwarf. It's just, none of this is doing it for me anymore. So I'm gonna need you guys to put your clothes on and get out of my minivan. That's where I am with Trump. He used to be able to get me outraged on virtually a daily basis. Mexicans are coming and they're rapists. And I was like, you motherfucker. I was furious. Grabbed by the pussy and I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I was furious. Kislyak in the Oval Office and the Ukraine shit. I was furious. Then he pardoned Roger Stone. I was furious. And then after 4 or 5 years of that shit, doesn't work. Like when I heard that he said that soldiers that died in battle were suckers and losers, I was like, I wonder what time the NBA bubble games start tonight. Then I found out that he was holding back COVID information that probably killed tens of thousands of people. And all I could think was, should I get Apple TV? I cannot get outraged anymore. Like, I'm out of outrage, which is something for me because I am an angry little motherfucker. But yeah, I just can't get outraged anymore. Broken my nervous system. I don't even think American politicians are going to be able to get me at all in the future. I will be incapable of outrage boners. McConnell, Schumer, Matt Gaetz, they're just not going to be able to get me. I'm going to have to turn to like international leaders for outrage. Like Duterte in the Philippines. Duterte, if you're not familiar with him, is president of the Philippines whose policy for the war on drugs is to just kill people who use drugs, which is pretty horrifying. But apparently when American pharmaceutical companies heard about Duterte's policy, they were like, kill people who use drugs, that's our policy. Fucking got him, Neal. You got him again. Now, where are the 2 or 3 medications I take every day? Maybe I'll have to rely on China and like Xi Jinping. Maybe he'll be my guy. Maybe years from now I'll be watching the news and somebody will say Xi Jinping and the Chinese government are throwing Uyghurs into concentration camps by the millions. Newscaster will have a horrified look on her face and I'll be gleaming. Someone will say, Neal, why are you so happy? And I'll be, why am I happy? Because I feel something in my pants that I haven't felt for a long time. I feel an outrage boner. Xi Jinping, you've done it again. Andy Dufresne, overhead shot with the raindrop falling on him, symbolizing a return to a former way of life and a newfound freedom.